Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's Wilson to throw right away. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. The Jaguars at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you can run up 40-plus points a game, you certainly take a lot of pressure off of your defense, and you're not going to lose very often.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. And Ingram holds it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 17-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback up.
Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And You see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, Tannehill. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to, but when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine with it. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Titans. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. His first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wilson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. 7-7, our score. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw again is Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Patterson's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but...
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Patterson's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, Charles, I think you have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process on offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense returning out there, and really you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Let's go.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Gonna look deep for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On second down, it's Taylor. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wide, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Tannehill intercepted again. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. Down inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
To throw is Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jags will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Tannehill. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. Is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Gun, Tannehill. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert third downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Straight ahead, here's Haskins. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Tannehill. It's complete. Burks. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A really 28 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now it's Wilson. And it's caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Wilson gets rid of it quickly. Touchdown! A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 1st down, Tannehill.
He gets this one to Burks.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Tannehill.
And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here we go, here we go.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And down inside the 15 he goes.
70 yards on the ground now for Henry. He's got a 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They go play action with Wilson.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third is worth it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson.
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Jaguars are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Henry running right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. 2nd down now.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Ask them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that would be one of this game's biggest stops.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Henry up the middle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill under pressure. They got him again.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side. It's complete.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. This will be caught at about the 6. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
This is Wilson on the jet sweep.
And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
Throwing for Dobbins on the crossing route. He's got him. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
No let-up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold-up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that plus 3.
49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
You got to go get it. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire...
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right the first time, they all try to remix. Yeah, they grinded, but we grinded if. Tell them they time is ticking. But we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in their pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from Cincinnati.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On one, right?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. Now Burrow.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 30. Give him 18 on the play.
Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.